Seneca was one of the wealthiest, most powerful men in Rome. And yet, at the end of his life, he wrote something that has haunted readers for 2,000 years. He said, "It is not that we have a short time to live. It is that we waste a great deal of it." He was not talking about other people. He was talking about himself. And he was talking about you. Welcome to Memento, Sapiens, ancient wisdom for the modern mind. Today, we explore one of Seneca's most powerful works on the shortness of life. Written over 2,000 years ago, it contains a message so urgent, so precise, that it reads as if it were written for the world we live in right now. This is not philosophy for academics. This is a warning, and possibly the most important lesson you will hear this year. Lesson 1. Your life is not short. You're just not using it. This is Seneca's first and most brutal observation. He writes, "Life is long if you know how to use it. Think about how much time you have spent waiting, worrying, scrolling, replaying conversations in your head that already ended years ago." Seneca calculated that the average person gives away thousands of hours to distraction, to other people's demands, to activities they do not even enjoy, and then complains that life is too short. The problem is not time. The problem is attention. You have the same hours Marcus Aurelius had, the same hours Shakespeare had, the same hours every great mind in history was given. What are you doing with yours? Lesson 2. You are giving your life away, and you do not even notice. Seneca identified something that feels more true today than ever before. He observed that people freely give away what is most precious, their time, while jealously guarding what is least precious, their money. He wrote, "People are frugal in guarding their personal property, but as soon as it comes to squandering time, they are most wasteful of the one thing in which it is right to be stingy." You would not give a stranger your wallet, but you give strangers your attention, your hours, your evenings, your weekends, without a second thought. Every time you say yes to something that does not matter, you are saying no to something that does. Every hour spent in distraction is an hour borrowed from your real life. And Seneca warns that this loan can never be repaid. Lesson 3. The only time that is truly yours is the present moment. Seneca divides time into 3 categories. The past, which is gone, but can be revisited through memory and gratitude. The future, which is uncertain and belongs to no one. The present, which is the only time that is actually yours, right now, in this moment. He writes, "Omnia aliena sunt, tempus tantum nostrum est." Everything is alien to us. Only time belongs to us. And yet most people live everywhere except the present. They regret the past. They fear the future. And the present, this exact, irreplaceable moment, slips away unnoticed. The Stoic practice is simple, but radical. Return to the present. Not tomorrow, not when things calm down. Now, this moment is not a waiting room for your real life. This moment is your life. Lesson 4. Busyness is not a virtue. It is an escape. This one will challenge you. Seneca reserved some of his harshest words for what he called the busy, people who fill every hour with activity, meetings, obligations, and noise, and call it productive life. He wrote, "No one pursues a different life more eagerly than the man who is incapable of living his own." Busyness, Seneca argued, is often a way to avoid the most important question: what do I actually want my life to be? It is easier to stay busy than to sit in silence and answer that question honestly. The most dangerous person is not the one who does nothing. It is the one who does everything, except what matters. Ask yourself tonight, am I busy because it is meaningful? Or am I busy because I am afraid of what I would find if I stopped? Lesson 5. Begin living now, not later. Seneca's final and most urgent message is this: stop postponing your life. He writes, "Begin at once to live, and count each separate day as a separate life." Not when the conditions are perfect, not when you have more money, not when the children grow up, not when work slows down. Now, because the man who waits for the right moment to start living will wait forever. Life does not pause while you prepare for it. Every single day is a complete life in miniature. It has a beginning, a middle, and an end. It can be lived with intention or wasted in distraction. Seneca knew he was dying when he wrote these words, and his only regret was the years he had spent being busy instead of being alive. Do not wait for a similar moment of clarity. You already have it, right now. 5 lessons from a man who had everything and almost missed his own life. Life is not short. You're just not using it. You're giving your time away without realizing it. The present moment is the only time that is truly yours. Busyness is not a virtue. It is an escape. Begin living now, not later. Seneca wrote these words 2,000 years ago. They have never been more necessary than today. If this gave you something to think about, subscribe to Memento, Sapiens. Every week, ancient wisdom for the life you are actually living. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, every day is a life. Live it. Memento Sapiens.